What up, homeboys? Today we got a little bit of more funny news. This whole DDoS arc is so freaking funny. As you guys know, Onlyfangs is a hardcore streamer guild and they got famously DDoS'd. They shut down the server, a bunch of, I don't know, hackers, whatever you wanna call it, just to mess with them when they were doing a raid in Blackwing Lair to make them die. So the entire raid died. After Onlyfangs' death, there was a lot of speculation of what was gonna happen, what was Blizzard going to do, because it was their servers that shut down and it was not their fault, not the streamer's fault that everybody died. So we made a bunch of discussions here about the optics of saving a streamer and not everybody else and this and that. So today we're gonna talk about something else, because they have started doing the rollbacks. They announced they were gonna do a rollback for everybody that died in that day, but there is a little twist and a lot of people got screwed over. We have begun resurrecting player characters that were lost during the denial of service attacks on our hardcore realms. Our preliminary focus has been on characters that died during the 24th of March, and we are expanding the scope of the review to consider resurrections of characters lost after that date. Now the after got people are really mad because there was DDoS attacks before that, several. The most infamous of which is the Undermine race to world first race, where they managed to take down every single Blizzard server, including hardcore, killing, if I recall correctly, 2 guilds. So we're talking, what, 80 people that just died because of that DDoS. It is very likely that it is the same people that are DDoSing Blizzard for both of those events. Although now that it is very known, it is very clear that Blizzard's infrastructure is vulnerable, I am sure there is gonna be more people trying to DDoS the game. And that, you think this is bad? It's gonna get way worse. Because now everybody knows it is possible. So how many people that got a botnet laying around for whatever reason, you know, like there's a lot of those people out there. What if those people think it's funny? The reality of this entire situation is that they've proven that DDoSing Blizzard is a great way to get attention, and there is a lot of people that want attention in that scene. So I would be very concerned about the future of big events in WoW, just because this is only gonna get worse. There is more people, way more people capable of doing this than one guy. For dead characters that were transferred from hardcore realms to PvE realms, we have taken steps to return these characters from the hardcore realms in the state that they were prior to being transferred. So they are reverting all the transfers for the people that died in hardcore, because a lot of people died in hardcore and transferred to PvE, because that's what you can do with your character. And if your character is dead and you cannot play it, you might as well, right? And we have flagged them to be playable as though they never died when you are next login. You must go to the character login screen on your hardcore realm and log into the previously deceased character to complete the process. In the event of future character deaths due to DDoS attacks, we will only restore characters that remain on the hardcore realm. Please note that in the future, should your character die to a DDoS attack on a hardcore realm, it cannot be restored if the character is subsequently transferred to a PvE realm. So this is what people got mad, because people are gonna be speculating the next time this inevitably happens. Are they going to count this one DDoS attack as like a big one enough that people are gonna get reverted or not? Are people gonna be stuck with like their hardcore character without being able to transfer it, just in fear that they are not gonna be able to take it back? People are kinda mad. But the main thing that people are mad about is, why is it this time that they are reverting all the deaths and not the time when they DDoS'd Race to World first, or the other time, I think a week before Blackwing Lair, they also DDoS'd the servers and 1 guild or 2 died. We are continuing to strengthen the resilience of WoW realms at the speed at which we respond to character deaths on hardcore realms caused to DDoS attacks. As a reminder, Blizzard customer support cannot assist with issues related to characters who have died on hardcore realms. Please do not contact Blizzard customer support with any inquiries regarding character deaths on hardcore realms. Thank you. I bet they got a lot of tickets. Now here's the thing, okay? If you are a hardcore character, and this is a thing that is being talked about with the streamers from hardcore, can you trust Blizzard to roll it back every single time this happens? Can you trust Blizzard to the next time OnlyFans goes to a raid and they get DDoS'd again? Can you trust them to revert them? How many reverts are they gonna get? If they get DDoS 20 times over, are they gonna revert it 20 times over? And here is the more important question I think you should ask yourself is, if you are not an OnlyFans streamer, if you are just normal everyday Joe, just trying to play on hardcore, and they get DDoS'd, the server gets DDoS'd because there is beef between two guilds. We have seen a lot of people over the years DDoS each other over stupid rivalries. Like if you are into the arena scene, the PvP scene, arena teams have been DDoSing each other since the dawn of Skype. But are you gonna get the same treatment when your raid is not getting streamed to 100,000 people? Is Blizzard going to revert those deaths if you are not a big streamer? I mean, let's be honest, I do not think they will. I don't think they are even going to know it happened. The OnlyFans raid happened on a weekday and it still took them 4 days to make a decision or an announcement or anything. So can you imagine what happens when like they are not getting blasted all across the media? The DDoS attack reached national news. There were several news channels that were talking about the DDoS attack and what's gonna happen to Microsoft stock. This is as publicized as they get. Are you gonna get the same treatment when that happens to you though? Now, I said it before and I will say it again. I don't know what a good solution is for this. This time I am willing to give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt or the benefit of patience because there is no real solution they can give you that will get everybody happy. If you don't roll it back, everybody is mad. If you do roll it back, people are mad like they are mad right now. And I also understand from the perspective that if you do not roll back the changes, you are letting the DDoSers win. You're letting those people win. But at the same time, if they can just do it again though, then they are winning twice. That's what I mean, right? Like, look at the can of worms, the Pandora's box we are opening right now. They said they were fortifying the servers to resist these DDoS attacks. They said it on this announcement as well. Now, here's the thing about these types of attacks. They are made by overwhelming the network. They are made by just sending a bunch of junk packets into the network to make it so that they don't have the enough bandwidth to stop it. There is not an easy way to stop something like this. Because if the guy is actually what I think it is, which is a network of zombie devices, a network of a bunch of compromised devices from malware that are just sending like billions of smart appliances and smart light bulbs and all that sort of crap and a bunch of hacked computers. If you plant a virus on some sort of software and you just send it to millions of people and then they are installed and like it just sleeps in their computers until you activate it remotely and you get like an entire sleeper cell of computers to DDoS a server, it's not like you can trace it down. It's not like you can tell the legitimate packets from the DDoS packets. It's not like you can quickly enough shut them down, cut them off. Like, what are you gonna do? Make everybody do a CAPTCHA every time they log in? Is that what they're gonna do? I don't even know that could help it, because if it's like, they would have to restructure a lot of how the servers work. But at the core of it, they just need a lot more bandwidth. Like, the only seriously effective DDoS protection service you can get is called a content delivery network. You basically run your server through a separate server that has a quadrillion bandwidth, and you share it with a bunch of clients. The Cloudflare. You remember Cloudflare? You know when you try to log into certain websites and they say DDoS protection by Cloudflare? Well, that's what they do. They just loan you like a quadrillion bandwidth, so like they can then filter out what's junk data and what's serious data. That's very expensive. That is ungodly expensive. Blizzard is not going to spend that money. So that's why I am very skeptical of Blizzard saying they can seriously put a dent in this. I don't think they can. It is really sad, but like, honestly, the only hope you got of stopping this, the only hope you can have of this ending, is that they get the person that did it and get them arrested. Is that gonna happen? Well, depends. What if they are not inside the US? If they are not inside the US, are they in a country that has extradition? Are they in a country that actually cares about Western law at all? What if they are in Russia? What if they are in China? A lot of people with a bot network and a lot of free time live in Russia, man. So I totally understand Soda Poppin when he said he doesn't have the drive, the confidence, I think is the word he used, to go to this again, because there is no real way they can stop DDoS from happening. There really is not. If there's a will, there's a way for the DDoSers right now. There is not a thing they can do about it. So are you gonna get all the bigger streamers on Twitch, put your name on it, just to get it ruined again? Like, keep in mind, he had to convince Tyler One, he had to convince like Grovio, I don't know, all the big streamers that don't play WoW. He had to go and convince every single one of them to do this hardcore thing. Can he do that now and like have this happen? Like, it's gonna make him look really bad. So I completely understand it. It sucks. It's a shame. But either way, even if they do roll it back, I think Onlyfangs is a goner. I don't think we're gonna see an Onlyfangs next year, but who knows, maybe we do. This year was pretty unique. There was way too many streamers. I don't know if they're gonna go this big again. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.